What's up, Raider Nation? Sesh Media, another productions. I'll be Frank, you be you. Let's talk about some Raider stuff. Let's talk about how Darren Waller has been out for 4 straight practices. Now, according to Vic Tafer, if I'm saying his last name correctly, he still has been working out, still pumping iron, still in there, getting in the work, just not getting in the reps on the field, which I'm not too concerned about because if he's working out, that means he should be okay. That means whatever he's going through right now, they're just, easing him in. They already know who he is. They already know what he's capable of doing. I don't think they're running any type of plays that he doesn't know about. So I really don't think it's that big of an issue. That being said, I do believe that him being out gives Foster Moreau more time to catch passes, to be involved in these plays, and he's going to be ready, more ready, coming this coming season when he comes in to either spell Waller or just be a part of the package. I think, and this is just my personal opinion, I don't know. Obviously, I don't have any inside, men or anything like that, women, whoever, reporters. I don't have any of that. I'm just going off of what I feel. I'm just a Raiders fan talking about the Raiders, man. I've always been that way. And maybe that'll change in the future. But for right now, I don't have any inside track. I just have my thoughts. And my thoughts are Waller should probably be put to the outside or in the slot, used as a traditional receiver more. We got Derek Carrier, I do believe, is like our third string guy. He's actually pretty good, man. Every time I've seen him play, he makes plays. And for what I hear, he's a good blocker too. So maybe him and Foster Moreau be starters, or they could couple them and then have Waller on the outside to catch, be wide receiver. I mean, can you imagine Waller, Edwards, and Ruggs all out there at the same time with Foster Moreau and Derek Carrier? Like, you would still have a beefed up line. You still have dudes that could block, and we'll be just weapons. We got weapons. That's the biggest thing. We got to have weapons, and I think this year for sure we have weapons. Last year I thought we had weapons too, but Edwards being out and Ruggs, being in and out, and those two dudes were just rookies. You know what I mean? So unless you're like transcendent, when you're a rookie, you look like a rookie. So them being in the system for a whole nother year, it should be beneficial to what we're doing. I just think it's a beautiful thing. I like I like where it's going. Now, do I want Waller to be in there? Of course I do, but I think we all should be encouraged that he's still working out, and that's a good sign. Now the other part, we got Gerald McCoy that came in. Gerald McCoy, he's a three technique. At least that's what we're hearing that he's going to be playing in Bradley's system, and I assume that's what he played most of his career. I don't know to be exact. I haven't broken down any tape or anything like that. I haven't really looked into it, but I do know he is a solid dude. He's one of those guys. He's a Pro Bowler. I don't know if he's a first team or anything like that. I have to check. I know there's other guys out there that keep track of that stuff a little bit better than I do, so we could check on them. But we know he's a baller. We know he's a baller, and he's going to be on the inside. He's better than any of the guys that we've had in recent history that I could think of, and he's going to fit in just fine, apparently, because he's been working out, and he looks good according to all reports. Whether you check Twitter or Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff, check it. So far, so good. There's a lot to like about that. I think the addition of him, along with everybody else we already have on the line, man, I know I've said it every video pretty much, but I like defense. I'm a defensive guy. I love it. I love, hitting people. When I was coming up, and anybody that actually knows me in life, I was such a knucklehead. I didn't really go far in sports, but they know that I'll pop your ass, and that's just it's just my favorite part, man. It's defense, being a linebacker, be it a defensive back, be it a defensive end, don't matter. Just drop the quarterback, make the pads pop. That's all we want. We just want wins, and we want to dominate you. We don't want you to get no yards. I don't want you to have shit. I want you to be negative yards. I want you to leave thinking that I stole your soul, because that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I want my defenses to do. I want them to be that dominant. Adding Gerald McCoy, I do believe if he could play how they're saying he's playing in practice and just how he is, he's going to boost us up. And we got Yannick, and Max is coming along. Farrell, you can move him all around, man. I really do believe we're going to have a really good defense. It's really hard to look at what we got and think that we won't, It's just one of those things. Now, something I thought that was pretty interesting recently, we got Bo Scarborough from Alabama. And if anybody watches college football, I watch college football. I'm a USC fan. I'm just a fan of college football, period. But if I'm gonna root for a team, it's gonna be USC. I also like Penn State. It's just that when I was growing up, those two, well, Penn State outside of, because I'm obviously from California, Southern California to be exact. So I'm USC all day. Fight on. Go Trojans. But Penn State was one of those teams coming up. When I was growing up, they were just perennial, just always whooping on somebody. Joe Paterno had his teams set. At one time it was called Linebacker U. If you were a linebacker that came out of there, you were a stud. And I know we've had some in our history that came from the Nittany Lions and dominated and won championships here for us. So I think it's a beautiful thing. But Bo Scarborough was supposed to be like the second coming of King Henry, Derrick Henry, sorry. But, similar size. He's a big dude. He's over 6 feet. He's over 225 pounds. He looks like a bruiser, man. He looks like someone you don't want to keep trying to tackle, quarter in, quarter out. Play in, play out. He's gonna wear you down. And I think that's a beautiful thing that we have him on our team now. Now, he hasn't done much by the way of his statistics and being on certain teams. I think he was with the Cowboys, and then he was with Detroit. I think last year he was with Seattle and only played like one game or something like that. So he hasn't been getting a lot of run. If you ask me, he's not fast. He's not a fast dude. He's just a big dude. He's a bruiser. He's going to pound on you. But the thing that I think fucks people up that are his size, he's so big. Like I said, he's over 6 foot. You got legs, man. You got legs for days. So you're an easy target anywhere from the hip down. Like there's just so much you can hit. You know what I mean? That strike zone for you is fucked up. So having dudes that are like 5'10" and a little bit lower, those are more, running back ready. Those dudes are built for that, because they could get low. You know what I mean? And it's harder to get to those legs. The defense basically has to go just straight for your ankles, because there's no real strike zone, So I don't know if that's the reason why he's not been panning out everywhere he goes, because he's just got those long legs, and it's easy to take him down. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, you would think that's the same way with Derrick Henry, but dude, he's just a beast. Derrick Henry is a totally different monster, but Scarborough's got a similar build. You know what I mean? So it all comes down to how you are as a person, how you train, and your mental state when you're out there on the field doing what you got to do. So I don't know if that's the reason why. I think Brandon Jacobs was another dude that was a big ass motherfucker. I think it's like 6'2" or 6'3". Remember him from the Giants, running back from the Giants? He was a big dude, but you could chop that fool down easy. Yeah, you chop him down, but you try to stand him up, you're gonna be in trouble. But you chop him down, You know, I'm afraid Scarborough is that type of player. He's a Brandon Jacobs type of dude, just big. Every once in a while, he'll break a good play because somebody takes a bad angle, and they don't go for his legs the right way. I could see that happening for us. I could see that happening, him coming in the third quarters, late in the third quarter, late in the fourth quarters when defenses are beaten down and we just keep hammering that dude at you, bringing in the sledgehammer. I could see it happening, man. I could see that being a thing that we do. I mean, we do like to run, obviously. That's why we got Leatherwood, and that's why we got some of the other players we got. We're a run team. We run first and then we pass later. I think that's going to change. I think we're going to be more balanced coming into this season, just because the weapons we got on the outside, would be foolish not to use them. But at the same time, we'd be foolish not to use these great running backs that we have. And I do mean great, because Josh Jacobs is going to be a great running back. He's already a really good one. He's going to end up being great. And I said this a long time ago, before I started making any videos, nothing like that, on Facebook and in the groups that I'm in. I think he's going to be Bo Jackson 2.0. I really do. I think he's just going to have a better career, though. Obviously, a longer career, hopefully sustained over these next, let's say, what he's already been in. This is his third year. Let's give him another 7, I want to be 10 years strong, 10 years long, out there fucking people up, because that's what I prefer. That's what I like. But yeah, man, I'm excited, man. Week 2 of training camp is in the books. Next week, the 14th, is it the 14th? We got a game against the Seattle Seahawks. I wonder how much playing time that the starters are going to get, the first string dudes, if it's going to be similar to the Hall of Fame game that we saw, where none of the guys that are supposed to started, or their usual starters start. I just think it's going to be interesting, because usually when you had the preseason that we've had for the last however many years, the third preseason game is the one that's the dress rehearsal. And I probably said this in other videos, but I'm gonna keep saying it because what else? But it's usually dress rehearsal, so the starters play a lot. And since our third one will actually be the last one before the regular season, I don't know how that's going to work. I'm hoping, since I'm going to be going to the Rams game, the second preseason game, I'm hoping that's the one where all the starters come out and do their thing for at least a half, or if not a half, at least a quarter. That'd be cool, man. I really want to see that. But I also want to see the young dudes too, because we're building a team. But yeah, man, this is beautiful. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am. It's beautiful, man. I'm loving seeing all the content creators out there just coming up with shit and sharing their thoughts and their ideas. I like when I see that some of my ideas and the things that I are thinking and just have opinions on are shared with these dudes, because I appreciate their opinion. I respect their opinion. They do a lot of film study and breakdown. I don't have any of that equipment right now, but I just love it, dude. I just love the Raiders. I love being here and talking about them. I love the opportunity to sit here and on my days off and really just get out there. I hit my Udi. My wife said she didn't like when I used the word Udi, but this is what it is, I heard it. But I got all these ideas and thoughts of how the Raiders are going to be so glorious this year. And I have fears too, because, man, it's football. Shit happens. But I really feel encouraged, man. I really feel encouraged that what we're doing and what Gruden and Mayock have put together, this foundation that they've laid, is going to be something great. It's going to be something special. And I don't know if I've said this before, but I think that 2019 draft class of Klee, of Abrams, of Jacobs, of Max, and Renfro. I think all those dudes right there, there's probably a couple more that got drafted that I'm not remembering right now off the top of my head, but those guys right there, I think they're going to be Hall of Famers, bro. I think all of them, every last one of them. Maybe not first ballot, but I do believe all of them. But when it's all said and done, will be those dudes. I think they are gonna get it. I think a lot of people that said that draft class was whatever, was, trash, whatever they wanted to say, I don't believe it. I think they're one of the best. I think it's going to be the best. I think it's going to work out. And I think bringing in Gus Bradley solidifies that for Klee and Abrams. I think that is going to help a big time, man. Thank you for watching. If you watched, like and subscribe if it's your vibe, man. Like I said, I'll be Frank, you be you. I'm just a Raiders fan talking about the Raiders, man. And I hit a little J in between. You know what I mean? This is what I like. I hope you like it. Until next time, Raiders.